What is culture? It's a word we use all the time, but what does it really mean? And why does it matter to understand what culture is when doing businesses globally? Hi, I'm Chui Chui Tan. I help businesses navigate cultural nuances for global growth. Today, recording this from Barcelona, I want to challenge how we have interpreted the word culture. We often hear phrases like, Japanese culture is so unique, or let's do cultural immersions. But what do we really mean by that? What is culture, and how do we define it in a way that actually makes sense for businesses? Do we divide culture based on continents like Asian versus African? Or is it more about individual countries like British versus Mexican versus South Korean? And culture, as we all know, definitely is not based on languages. So how do we define it properly then? And why having an aligned view about what culture is could impact your global businesses? Let's explore that together in this video. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, culture is the habits, traditions, and beliefs of a country, society, and group of people. Similarly, Oxford defines it as the customs and beliefs, art, way of life, and social organization of a particular country or group, and also the beliefs and attitudes about something that people in a particular group or organization share. There's one word that keeps popping up in these definitions, beliefs. But there's more to culture than that. Anthropologist Edward B. Taylor's classic definitions describe culture as that complex whole which includes knowledge, belief, art, law, morals, custom, and any other capabilities and habits acquired by man as a member of society. So culture includes anything from the way we live, the values we hold, to the systems that govern our societies. And that's where it gets more complicated. The meaning of culture changes depending on the context as well. So, for example, in an organization, culture refers to shared values, practices, and beliefs that shape how people work together. Then, there's pop culture, what's trending in mainstream society, whether it's music, movies, fashions, or memes even. And there's also subculture, which is a small group within a larger culture that has its own distinct values and behaviors. Think of skateboarders, gamers, tech enthusiasts, or even goth subculture. So as you can see, culture is not just a simple word. It's actually rather complex. And if you're working in global markets and talking about adapting your products or services to local culture, it's important for us to understand what we are referring to when we talk about culture and to know what we are dealing with. To me, when we talk about adapting to local culture in business, we're referring to a mix of societal culture, ethnic culture, and even religious culture, to name a few. So what is the best way to illustrate what culture means so it is more whole? One of the best ways I've heard culture described is from my friend Al, who runs a tour company offering cultural adventures. He said, culture isn't just about the past. Culture is the air we breathe. He's absolutely spot on. Culture is all around us. It has many layers and facets. It's not just the language we speak. Culture is also the food we eat, the tones and noises we make, the festivals we celebrate, the music we listen to, the art we enjoy, the social interactions we have, the way we dress, the stories we tell, the beliefs we hold, the values we cherish, the traditions we pass down, the architect we build, the technology we use, the way we greet one another, the games we play, the knowledge we seek, the relationships we form, the dreams we pursue, and the justice we fight for, and the spaces we inhabit, the memories we share, and the future we imagine. Culture shapes everything, and it's deeply embedded in our day-to-day lives. It wraps around us. So, when you are thinking about cultural adaptations for your business, Don't just focus on one narrow aspect of it. Take the time to explore the many layers of culture, especially those that impact how people use your products or services. If you have a different thoughts or ideas on how you define culture, I would love to hear them. Post a comment below and we can discuss it further. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon.